Coach, these folks in the Circle City, they love their Colts, and they have packed the house tonight as we welcome you to Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Indianapolis Colts.
Inside. 51 the mic, boy. 51. Got to do better.
Rodgers now on first down. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Hey, it's just me and you. Over. Look at
Yeah, he'll find Hall. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Scan 300. He's coming. Back north.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. Throwing, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K-1 short. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, switch gears. Regular. Point it right. Bravo. 55 to mine. Drop deep. Tighten up.
To throw, Mayfield. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they His measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Going to give this time to the tailback. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Colts take over 1st and 10. There are 9 yards. Right. We are going.
Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That's good for the Colts. 1st down. 1st and 10. 40-yard line.
Hey, let's go. Call the crowd.
Watch QB drop. Run right. QB drop. Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up. Bang.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Josh Allen in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the 1st quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. A gain there of 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. To throw is Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, we need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On 2nd down now, it's Hines. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
2-yard loss brings up 3rd down and 12.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. Boxing, 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 boxing. Jump out. Win championships, baby.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll punt it away for the second time.
It's 4th down.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line.
With no score.
The Browns drive about to get started. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
A very solid gain of 27. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
Here we go, G, get off the field.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield going up top for Miller. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. Mayfield on 3rd and 2. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. A nice 1st down pickup on a gain of 6.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
Mayfield on 1st down. They shakes him off. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now Mayfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
It's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or two. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. On first down, Rodgers. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now a handoff looking right. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a game.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. He stayed afloat for a second there after the first wave of contact, but that was going nowhere.
Yeah, what did he tell us in pregame? I just don't want to get my feet stopped initially when I'm trying to make a run. That's exactly what happened there. Unfortunately, as you noted, got away a little bit from the first one, but the wave swarmed him under.
Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And to give this time to the tailback. goes into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. His 21st touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Slam. Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush. Slam, slam, slam. Team Mike. 6-6, pull it high. Safety's creeping. Check, 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 check. Check. Check hot route. White left.
On first down, Hines. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at their 49-yard line.
From just shy of midfield, Rodgers under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again.
18. Stop your whining. Deuce.
To throw on third down, Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field.
Mike 51. Come to 50. Hey, you block over here. Look again.
Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hall. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a first down.
Lucky?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics say you punt the football there.
So we're changing to analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for them, and really took a big-time chance.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Protein spill.
To try again after the sack, Rodgers. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. Jalen Hurd, the intended receiver. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. And I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Mayfield. This is caught. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Intended for T.Y. Hilton. Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. The final shot before half for Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
You better bring it. We're not letting you know right now. You go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
This time they stay on the ground. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to about the 19. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the 2nd half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. So a very short kicker. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They built a good 1st half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're...
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That goes for a gain of 31.
1st down.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Gets around him, and he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down and 11-yard pickup.
And that's the big fella's M.O. right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking.
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the Colts 20-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Regular.
Mayfield now. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Mayfield. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Clinton Dix making the safety blitz look easy. Zooms in for the sack. Badgley's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Let's go. 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. To throw, it's Rodgers. This one into the hands of Hurd.
Rodgers pass. Complete to Jalen Hurd. 11 yards on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Quick dash. Inside. Kill.
Now Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. Play fake. Mayfield able to get away. And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Going to give this time to the tailback. He'll have a 1st down past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On third down, Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base?
It's a foot race. The 40, the 20, 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. This is the tight end, Njoku. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ben Banagoo in there to drop him, and that is the 7th time tonight that he has gone down. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. 3rd and long for Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
First down, Cleveland.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. Looking to throw on second down. Mayfield. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold.
Hey, alert 33. Alert, 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 alert.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. It's caught by Sanders. Call it a gain of 5. And they're going to be staring at a third and long here.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On third down, they turn to Sanders. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Badgley able to knock this one through. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His third field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
At their own 17-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And they'll bring him down right around the 13. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
On third and long, it's Rodgers. And he's got his man Hilton. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Rodgers now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10.
He's checking crack. Back north.
And again, it's Rodgers. Catch is made by Hurd. Past the 20. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A big play there for Indy. And even 60 yards.
First down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Mike 51. Switch up, switch up.
Rodgers again now. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal.
Cat 300. Cat 300.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
55. Hey, let's go. 55. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
To throw, Mayfield. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Let's go.
Mayfield now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They run again with Hines, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Rodgers. This to Jarwin. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
61. Match box. Light. 26.
Rodgers to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. On 2nd and 10, Rodgers. And he'll spot Hurd open left side. Back to throw, Rodgers. Ebron with it over the middle. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he'll find Hall. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 12-yard line.
You gonna see me in your nightmare, son. You gonna see me in your nightmare. 158. Yeah, Liz. I'm coming. Right. Hey, foxtrot.
To throw is Rodgers. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead is down to 2. So 20 seconds remain. It'll come down to this. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.